Yeah, buddy, what is up, y'all? Gideon here, super excited. We are at month number 4. Month number 4. This account is making strides, leaps, bounds, and if I can do it, you can do it too. We're talking about 100% free to play. So once again, the pushback is on. People say you can't play this game free to play. You can't catch up. We are proving it wrong. Let me show you how. Let me show you what we're doing. Check this out. So we had the 5-year anniversary. A lot of people, they weren't happy with how it went down, but there's a nuance that they failed to appreciate. They really stressed handing out the original characters during the last month. The original characters are necessary to unlock Apocalypse. So there's a lot of people perhaps that did not have them. They didn't have them at acceptable star level. Maybe they didn't even have them unlocked because there is not a way to farm them. But they handed out an unlock as you made it through your month-long event. So we got a hold of all of them. Obviously, Spider Weaver here, they gave her out at 7 stars if you were around for that. If you weren't, if you made it through the monthly event, you unlocked the Spider Weaver. Here's mine. This is how it looks. We're using her as a stand-in for the moment with our rebirth team, and she's doing work. Here's my Kestrel. She's at 5-star currently, not too far away from that 6-star. It's within our grasp. We'll see what the future holds. Again, gear tier 13, we're using her in the arena. We're also gonna probably be using her on that skill team. We'll see what I got, what we are able to acquire when the invaders continue to show up. Nick Fury for me is probably difficult to achieve on the free-to-play account. We'll see what happens. So in the meantime, she'll probably, that's what I foresee for the moment. She'll probably stand in for him till we can get him unlocked. And that'll give me yet another raid team that can help to get us through Ultimates and into Doom. We were also able to unlock Deathpool. So last month you saw we didn't have her. Now we do indeed have her available at, looks like 4 stars minimum is what we can put on her thanks to last month's event. We don't have any power in her just yet, but obviously she got a rework. She got a little bit bolstered. She's a little bit stronger. She's going to pair up with the new warriors. So it's not time for me to build that squad yet, but the foundation of it is ready. I can put it in play, put it in use because of what happened last month. So again, people can say that it was a failure, but for me as the new player, the anniversary has strengthened my roster. I'm ready to push to the next level. Let's see what else we got going on. In the calendar for this month, they're giving out Heartless Strange. So he's part of the Darkhold team. I don't do wizards, so it's not something that's attractive for me. But for new players, I always suggest make sure you pay attention to the character that's being given out in the monthly calendar. Ask around a little bit. Is this a good character? Is this a good character? If it is, it may influence what team you build because they're giving you a lot of shards. They're giving you a lot of shards. That's a guaranteed unlock. And again, some additional star power. So if it's a decent character, it may pivot the way you decide to build. You might switch and be like, okay, I can invest into this team because I'm going to get the cornerstone. I'm going to get the foundation. I'm going to get a hard hitter. I'm going to get a great tank, a good healer, whatever the case may be for that team if it's attractive. Again, you got to ask around for that. Strange is part of the Darkhold team. That's a horseman team. It's strong. It'll probably come in handy. It's not for me, but maybe it can work for you. Here is our achievements. And as for our login, it says we have logged in for 122 days. So we are just starting our 4th month with this account. Big things are happening. I can't wait to show you what's going on. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Our current TCP is 1.9 million. So that's up from 1.3. So we're growing. We're getting stronger. We're getting better. Previously, we had unlocked 137 characters, and at present, it looks like we are at 174 characters. So we're on our way. We're unlocking tunes. We're able to put pieces together. We're able to complete squads. Let's see what else has happened in our account. You might say, well, Gid, those characters are undeveloped. They're only at level 1. Yeah, but again, for the new player, I now have more options. I now have more complete teams that I can put together. It also helps with the blitz. So traditional blitz is not good, but the way that some of these blitz events have went, right? I don't need to score points necessarily. I just need to get wins. So even a level 1 team that's good can get wins. So then you as a newer player can still participate. You can get points in the milestone, get points in the event, unlock the characters, get the supplies, and that's the kind of stuff that we're trying to encourage. We want more of that. It equalizes the playing field and lets more people advance their accounts. Our last point on this topic, notice my arena rank. It says I'm at 205, and the best I was able to do is 132. So we're down from our best. We've been overtaken by individuals who have been able to progress their account further, but stay tuned. I'm excited to show you as we go on. I think we got the potential to make some changes. I think we have an opportunity to make a run, to make a push. So as we start revealing the characters, you tell me if we have the potential to build a crushing arena offense. Our commander level at our previous check-in was 69. And as you can see, we are now at commander level 73. All right. I know you can't tell from the graphic, but I am currently 8th from the bottom in my alliance. So our last check-in, I was 7th from the bottom. Now I'm 8th. So we're making progress. We're moving up. Also, as you can see, we got a couple spots available. So if you're a beginner player, right, we're doing Ultimate 7, difficulty 3 at this time. So if you're a beginner player, kind of in that 1 million mark, you maybe want to make the jump from the alliance that they put you in initially to a real alliance. Come on through. We need some people, right? So if you've got questions you want to ask, you want to develop your roster, we are here. We will help you out. We will help you get it done. We got space available. Let's do it. Start taking a tour through our roster, through our account. These are the invaders thus far. So we got W Cap, same as many of y'all. Got a couple red stars on them. We rolled some red stars for Union Jack. We do need to do a little bit better on Bucky. Not sure if we got time to do that, but hey, we'll keep rolling the dice. We'll see if we can get the stars on him. This is my Rebirth team. I'm telling you, Rebirth is the truth. Right now, so we said we're on Ultimate 7, difficulty 3, auto, 100%, full auto. We don't have our Agent Venom powered up just yet. We put Weaver in that spot, or put anybody in that spot. We just need somebody to do some damage. The team has tremendous sustain. They are just knocking people down. We're going to see how far we can go. We might be upping our ultimates here when the event is done, since people need the raid points for the event that's currently going on. But so when that event's done, we're going to see about upping it and see exactly what we can do. All right, here's what we got for the Masters of Evil. So as you saw before, we got Kang. There's a lot of push-ups involved. Go check out the shorts, right? We did push-ups for Kang. Go check out the shorts. We're making progress on the other members as well. Moonstone, don't know if we're going to be able to get her. There's an event going on right now. We'll see what happens. Ultron, we got him unlocked, okay? You hit level 70, Dark Dimension 2, Rebirth, full auto will get you in Ultron. So we're doing good. Masters of Evil are coming to fruition. We got a team that we can use in some content, so we might as well make it happen. And hey, if you don't believe me about that Dark Dimension full auto, I got a video on the channel. Go check it out. You too can have an Ultron in about 15 minutes. Here are my horsemen. So we got Red Hulk unlocked. I'm telling you, man, he's widely regarded as the best character in the game. He is doing work. Hey, on my endgame account, I mean, they really got these guys tuned in, okay? I'm stumbling a little bit. They really got these guys tuned in, okay? When it comes to these Scourge events, it is great. This is a great mechanic, right? You can get these guys at low star levels in the early game, and they do work. And as you add stars, their power increases significantly. On my endgame account, I'm running into a wall in arena, and the only difference is my 6 red star Hulk to their 7. And so if that's really the breaker, that should be how it is. But those Scourge events are great. They're great for everyone. You can use the characters that you have at your power level and get rewarded accordingly. So as a result, here's the progress that we're making so far with our horsemen, and I'm glad to see it. Let's check out the Horseman team. So this is the Dark Hold. Again, I don't do wizards, but this is what we got available. Unlimited X-Men. So we got them all open except for Rogue. And her next pass, I should get her. I should unlock her the next pass. That will change my game. That will affect my war. That will definitely affect what I'm able to do in Crucible. Super hyped for that. Let's keep going. Death Seed team. This is going to be a little bit challenging, right? We're a little far away on Archangel, but that's fine. We can't work on everything at once. We got some time. We got stuff to work on in the meantime. Dark Beast is proving to be difficult. It looks like he's going to be the character they kind of hold on to, so that might be a problem for us. We'll have to see how that works out. Magneto as a legendary, he's now closer, right? We have other characters, we have X-Men characters we can start to work on, and naturally he will become available. So even without Archangel, there's definitely some potency here. It's going to miss its heavy hitting, but it's a good team. It's a good team. I should be able to use it in some different capacities, maybe even in Doom Raid when we get into that. I'm curious to see how that works out. Now check out the Gamma Squad, right? So this is all the way up and running, fully functional. We got their legendary. So this has now become a priority. Yes, we put some more power into the Red Hulk. Since our last picture, I lost for some reason. I lost the other picture, had to take a new one. So this is what we got now. Super excited to get this going once again. It's going to change the life. It's going to change the life in Arena. It's going to change the life in War. It's going to change the life in Crucible. Right, so now we're starting to be able to push forward. We talk about catch-up mechanics. These Horseman teams are part of that. So embrace what you can. Don't necessarily build to acquire them. You just keep playing the game, and as they unlock, that gives you opportunity to get some stuff done. Asgardians. We have all the Asgardians unlocked. So I want to see. I want to see what they can do. They're not super high up on the priority list right now, but I want to see what they can do. I know in the late game, people are saying don't invest, they're falling off, but we're not in the late game. We're in that mid-game range, so I want to see what they're capable of. Do people have the appropriate counters for them? If they don't, this might be a Stonewall team that I can use either in War or in Crucible. I can definitely use it on the offensive side, which is the priority. So we'll see. We'll see when we get to them what happens. Bionic Avengers. So again, here's a tech team that's going to be used. But yeah, they're going to get replaced. That's the word on the street. That's cool. We know that they work on Doom 3, which I'm not there yet. We're still in Ultimus. But now we got the bones. We got the foundations in place. We know we can. If it works on Doom 3, I'm assuming it's going to crush Doom 1. So we're getting the bones. We're getting the foundations in place to make our pushes, right? So this is what the catch-up mechanic is all about. We got the teams. We got the foundation ready. We're ready to make moves and move into that harder content. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Something we've been waiting for. We unlocked our Icarus. So now we got the Eternals duo. We are going to be doing some work in Arena. I can feel it. We got Eternals. We got Red Hulk. We got Kang. We got Weaver. I'm predicting big things. I'm going to see if we can catalog. I'm going to see if we can catalog and make this push. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just hyping myself up, and all this is going to do is move me up like 5 spots, and I'll run into everybody else who's got it already. But I'm hyped. I'm happy to see what we can do. We know the Eternals are going to help in the progression of the game. Once again, we got the foundation. There's that Mystic section in Doom. We got pieces to do work. Let's make it happen. All right, we're peeking at the new Warriors. So this is the team that Deathpool will go with. So we got Deathpool, Cloak, Dagger, who we have not unlocked yet. Firestar is not available in the game. So if I choose to make that pivot, that's about 10 days of farming to unlock Dagger. And that's fine. This doesn't have to happen right now. But again, we're just setting up the foundation. We know it works in Doom 3, so it should probably work in Doom 1. Super excited. We're getting ourselves in position to make moves. Oh man, I was about to conclude and move on to the next one, but I forgot. They've also been retuned for Crucible. So I have here the potential for an amazing Crucible offense team. I'm going to be able to get some stuff done and start moving up in the ranks. Secret Avengers. So they're getting phased out in the late game, but we know that they're still decent. They're made to work with Kestrel. I'm still going to be using them for the time being. And again, mixing and matching, perhaps when some of these invaders guys come out to try to build an amazing team. But, you know, they're still in the mix. They're working for me now. Ravagers. They came in the game as a war offense team. I now have all the pieces. They're not high on the list, but I have all the pieces. We'll get to them at some point and be able to use them accordingly. Underworld. Again, war offense team. Maybe the best war offense team in the game is what I'm hearing. So we're in position. Noble and Kingpin are farmable, even though I don't have them unlocked yet. So yeah, they're just waiting. They're just waiting on some love. But as we talked about before, there's a lot of different priorities. You can't do everything, but you just want to put yourself in position to make moves when it's time. Wakanda. Have all the members unlocked now, and we are ready. I was mistaken. Wakanda is the best war offense team in the game. Super happy, super excited to get them. They're also right now on Crucible defense. They're holding strong in the big game. So if I get these going, maybe they can give me an advantage. Again, we got a lot of priorities. We got a lot of things to work on. But as you can see, the foundation is taking place. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together. I got many different ways I can pivot now and attack content. And of course, the Young Avengers. Still haven't worked on them yet. They're still on the list. If you are fairly new to the game and you don't have a complete team yet, the Young Avengers is what you want. They're all farmable except for Echo. Echo's a little harder to get a hold of. She pops up in the war store. But the rest of them are all on nodes. So if you're really just starting the game, you don't know which way to go, Young Avengers is where you start once you get them all unlocked. They're great. I don't have them powered up yet, but when I do, it's going to be time to get some stuff done. All right, so the outline to make progress is always the same. Number one, have fun. We see that there on the left. Have fun. But you got to remember, you can't just party all the time, right? You can party too hard, and that can affect what's going on, right? You can party too hard, that can affect what's going on. So a little work, a little play, keeps everything in balance. The priorities that exist in the game, at least the way I see it, is make sure you're having fun, right? If you're not having fun, maybe you got to do something else. Maybe you got to play a different game. I get it. It's all good. Number two, focus on the new characters. The new characters are typically the strongest. So I made sure that I got WCap. He's the newest character to come out. I'm going to make sure I get whoever the next cat is. They're typically the strongest. They're going to help you build good teams. Make sure you go after them. Also, I want to clarify that may mean that you stop building something else. Okay, so I want to build my Red Hulk. I want him to get as strong as possible. But as soon as the Bucky Barnes event starts, however his release method is, if somehow that interferes with my building the Red Hulk, I pivot and I unlock Bucky. When I have Bucky unlocked, I go back to the Red Hulk, if that makes sense. Next, I want to work on the campaigns. So we were stuck. If you've been watching the videos, we got stuck on that last Doom. I think it was the mutant section. That was level 70. We got stuck. Finally got through. We're able to progress. You want to make sure you do your campaigns. That's how you're able to farm the characters, farm the gear that you're going to need to progress. So you make that a priority. Now, I won't reach the next campaign stage. That's something to talk about here. I will not reach the next campaign stage until I get to 75. So I have from now until I go to 75 to power up whoever I want. So we're going to talk about that soon as well. So obviously that brings us to the other areas. Arena, Raids, Crucible War. So that's my next priority. I can farm whoever I want. I can power up whoever I want. So now my focus is going to be the arena to make as big an impact as possible. I know the characters that I need to use, so we're going to pivot to that. So this is just my general overall strategy. You got to find out one for you, but if you follow something like this and keep those priorities, this is how you fast track your progression in the game, free to play. All right, so with that said, here's how this looks in my mind for what I'm going to be doing next. Red Hulk. That's going to change my life in arena and in war. Icarus is going to help change the life in arena. That's the next priority after the campaigns. I don't have a campaign right now. There's not a character that's opening up right now. So it's all in on those individuals. I think they're going to change what's going on in arena. Next up, we got Agent Venom and we have Captain America W. So those are kind of, I'm bouncing back between the two. Agent Venom will help me to have my Rebirth team intact. I need the damage there, not yet though. So I guess we'll go with W because he's the newest character. We'll get him ready so that as the invaders continue to come out, they'll be ready to just plug and play and keep going. But based on the metrics that we talked about earlier, those 4 characters are what I'm looking at for the immediate future, and then we'll find out what to do after that. Thus far in Crucible, we are at Silver 2. I've won the majority of my matches, not because of anything on my part, but my opponents rarely play. The opponents I'm at rarely play. So we'll just keep going until we find some people that push back. Again, I got some teams ready that we can get through and start doing some damage. Might even be able to start doing some things on defense. It is very important. Crucible is very important. To me, it comes next after the raids because it's only 6 teams. You only need 6 teams. You only need 1 team for early raid, 6 teams for Crucible, so you can punch offensively. You need 10 teams for war, so that's the order of operations. Just wanted to bring this to the attention as well. Again, here's the eggs hunt, a picture of it. There's purples in there. There's purples in there. There's purples in there. We just want to reiterate for new players. Please, Scopely, please, other content creators, keep the purples, keep the blues. You can add to it, right? You can say in addition, but there's some people that keep saying we need to get rid of that stuff. We need to get rid of the blues and the purples. No, we cannot do that. This is how the new players are going to progress. This is part of the catch-up mechanic. So thank you, Scopely, for leaving these in. Now, as players, right? If you haven't heard about it yet, go to that player Discord, man. Go to that player Discord. If you have some concerns and those things, we can talk about that. But we can't say remove it because that's wrong. You can say in addition, and maybe we can work something out because I get it at end game. You don't want purples, you don't want blues, but the new people have to be able to get a hold of it so they can lay the foundation for their characters as well. That's the catch-up mechanic. That's how they're going to be able to participate in the content and help keep the game moving forward. Hopefully all is good with you. Hopefully all is good with your family. We're hoping so, man. Spring maybe is here, but that's bringing some severe weather. So make sure you keep an eye out on what's going on. You take care of yourself. You take care of your family. Live, laugh, love. Peace.